Alright, hello, welcome. My name is Jason Welsh, and today we're going to be covering spot colors within Photoshop to InDesign. So, what is a spot color? Let's pretend, for instance, I am printing the exact image that you see in front of you. Okay, in the video that there's a gray gremlin, gray and black. What I want to do is make his skin green. Well, on a printing press, what you would have to do is print another transparent ink over everything that you want green on the gremlin in order to produce a spot color, the spot color being green. To mimic this within Photoshop, I have one image that's black and white, and the next layer actually contains the green. I also have turned this to multiply to get the effect of what it would look like at real time after it was printed. So this is what the gremlin would look like after the spot color is printed on top. Now, I went over and actually colored the gremlin green using this layer. How do I get this over to InDesign and make it so the gremlin actually preserves the spot color? Okay, this is how it's done. Holding Control and clicking over this layer, I can highlight everything that's green. Going over to Channels, this is a CMYK document. And if you're unsure like how to make a CMYK document, it's Image Mode CMYK. I'm going to make a new layer here. And I'm going to fill this layer with white. I do that by using the gradient tool and choosing white as my one color and choosing white as my other color. That way I can click and drag over the top of it and everything turns white. Okay, now select, deselect. Now, another thing, image, adjustments, invert. This is now the color green to a printing press. Everything where you see black is actually going to be green. Use your imagination. When I go back over to the over layers and choose the gremlin, it looks all normal. And up here, it looks all normal. Under the channels, I have this thing called Alpha 1. If I double click this and choose spot color and choose the solidity of 100, I have a sunburned gremlin. I go back to layers and I choose the gremlin. He looks okay here, but over in the navigator he is sunburned. He is red. That is fine. So what I'm going to do is save this gremlin out and save it as Gremlin Sketch 5. And make sure you save it as a TIFF. What this allows you to do is save the spot colors along with it. TIFF. And if you're unsure how to make a TIFF, you drop this down to make TIFF. And save it. And leave all this stuff alone and hit OK. Now in InDesign, let's make a new document. File, New, Document. I'm just going to keep with the regular stuff here, except for facing pages, which is annoying, and hit OK. I'm going to make a box to place the gremlin in, and File, Place the gremlin, which is now Gremlin Sketch 5 on my desktop. I'm also going to hit the magical button, which is hid on my thing because I have a desktop resolution of 1024. If you're unsure about that, just right click and just go into fitting and choose fit content proportionally. There's usually a magical button that you can push over here that will do this for you. Okay, so here's my gremlin. Now I can put the gremlin anywhere on the page. Doesn't really matter. The fact of the matter is I have a spot color that enables me to make the gremlin green at print time. So, File, Print, and I'm going to print my plates. Okay, so I'm going to print 2 plates. And my output I'm going to choose separations. And I'm going to choose the separations of process black and spot color. Spot color, of course, I'm going to mix by hand, being green. And just for demonstration purposes only, I'm going to choose Adobe PDF. This will show me what the prints will look like. Okay, so I'm going to hit print. And I'm going to choose spot color example. It's going to pop up PDF. So everything black here, everything gray here, everything that you see here will be printed perfectly in black and white. The next plate, everything black will be printed green on top of this one. So now that is a spot color. This is actually green. Think of it as, well, I can actually say this is an alpha of green. But if you're unfamiliar with alphas, that doesn't help you much. But this is the alpha for green. Everything black will be green and printed on top of this on your printing press. Alright, so I hope that helps you out. And it's one of those things that might not help a whole lot of people. But I know in my classroom, I'm always like wondering, how do you do this? And students are wondering how you do this. And this solves the equation of how you print a spot color using Photoshop and InDesign together to do it. So enjoy the tutorial. And again, my name is Jason Welsh.